Pasadena will continue after this word from your local station. I'm at St. Vincent's College in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, the summer home of the world champion Pittsburgh Steelers. And behind me is their dining room. And when you walk in there and take a look around, you see a veritable who's who in pro football. Players such as quarterback Terry Bradshaw, defensive tackle Mean Joe Green, middle linebacker Jack Lambert, and wide receiver Lynn Swan, to name but a few. There are nearly 1,300 players in the NFL, but only a handful stand head and shoulders above the rest. They are the superstars. Some have reached the twilight years of great careers, while others are just now approaching top form. But each brings to the game a brand of excitement not found in lesser mortals. Such a man is Chicago's Walter Payton. The presence of a dynamo such as Walter Payton makes the Chicago Bears a contender. Conversely, the absence of a player such as Burt Jones can turn a defending division champion into an also-ran. NFL defenses key on the offensive superstars, and they very rarely take any prisoners. Defensive superstars take a different view of the game. Players such as tackle Randy White, nicknamed Manster by his teammates, half man, half monster. Pittsburgh middle linebacker Jack Lambert has no nickname. His teammates were afraid to give him one. In Detroit, the big name is Bubba, as in Al Bubba Baker, an all-pro defensive end. Only a rookie in '78, Baker was one of the principal reasons behind Fran Tarkenton's retirement, and his presence alone in '79 threatens to alter the balance of power in the NFC Central. But the finest first-year player to strap on the pads was Houston Oilers running back Earl Campbell. Campbell powered his way to the NFL rushing title while leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. Earl Campbell of the Houston Oilers, welcome to the NFL's most exclusive fraternity. Your colleagues are the cover stories, the players in the spotlight, the familiar faces. It's the fraternity known as the Superstars. The young man on the left doesn't belong to the fraternity just yet. In fact, his boyish charm makes him look like anything but a football player. When he gets inside the Seattle Kingdome, Dr. Jekyll becomes Mr. Hyde. His name is Jim Zorn, and he's the most exciting young quarterback in the NFL today. Some call him the next Fran Tarkenton. He prefers to be known as the first Jim Zorn. Nonetheless, his freelancing style is reminiscent of Tarkenton at his best. No quarterback in the game throws more accurately on the run, and very few run from the pocket any better. When he does throw the ball, his primary receiver is his roommate, Pro Bowl wide receiver Steve Largent, a darting, elusive type who last year led the AFC in receiving, as well as spectacular catches. Largent can make any quarterback look good, but in Zorn's case, Largent realizes he doesn't have to.
I think that he's an excellent quarterback that has not even yet reached the potential that he has. He's got strong legs and a strong arm, and his desire to win, his competitive desire is just unmatched, really. And I think the only thing that matches his desire to win is his desire to work hard, and that's what's going to make Jim Zorn the best quarterback in the NFL.
Pittsburgh's Jack Lambert called Jim Zorn the best quarterback in the league. Detroit's Bubba Baker said, "I'd rather wrestle a shark than play against Jim Zorn." No small compliment. At 26 years of age, his fame and reputation are growing. Still, he remains genuinely humble.
I always have felt that I'm just like anybody else. It doesn't matter if it's a football player or the average Joe walking down the street. I don't feel any better or cooler as far as being the big name. I don't have dreams about it at night, and I don't worry about it. Again, you know, I'm just like anybody else.
In a philosophical sense, he is just like anybody else. But as a football player, he's a budding young superstar who someday soon will carry the Seattle Seahawks into the playoffs.
I'm recognized as a quarterback in the NFL. I'm recognized as part of the Seahawks and everything in the Northwest. We're going to come by storm. Maybe this year, maybe next year. We're going to be tough, and we're going to stay tough, as Oakland, I think, stayed tough, because we're doing it as we go along. I don't think we've made any drastic changes trying to be an overnight type of success. Although we've done it in a short period of time, I think we've done it with skill and a lot of hard work. As far as Jim Zorn goes, yeah, I'm fine.
There were a lot of surprises last year in the NFL. Teams that had been tabbed as preseason also-rans, such as the Jets, the Eagles, and the Falcons, all came alive. Now, unfortunately for those three squads, they are in divisions with strong defending champions who figure to repeat. However, the balance of power may be shifting in the AFC West and the NFC Central. Teams such as the Chargers, here practicing behind me, and the Seattle Seahawks certainly have an opportunity to run down the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos this year. And the NFC Central is wide open. Any of those other four teams could overhaul the Minnesota Vikings.